How to truly get over a friendship or a relationship you never thought you'd have to get over. It is a difficult process to get over someone or something that you thought there was, that you always thought would be in your life, and that you wouldn't have to process to get out of it. It might feel like the end of the world, but it truly isn't. There's always a brighter, bigger side to everything. There will always be better people, better things to come after someone negative leaves your life. It will be a lesson to learn. In hard times, you will truly learn to love yourself and learn from your mistakes. Having someone there that you truly connect with is difficult but easy at the same time. It depends on what they put forth and what they're willing to do for you. If their signs show that they're not all in for this friendship or relationship, then just get rid of them before they hurt you even more than they already have. Obviously, it will take a long time to get to the stage of getting over that person and moving on with your life. I'm gonna share the 5 steps of grievance I've learned over my past 17 years from movies, books, past experiences, things I've learned from people, because life is always changing and it's never gonna stay the same every day. Every single second it'll change. Everything a person goes through will make them a better person at the end of the day, because we're all strong individuals and we can come above the bad in the world. We have all had that one relationship or friendship that we thought we would have forever and wouldn't have to get rid of. They were called your best friend forever. Are they your best friend forever if they'll never be in your life again? No one will know unless you truly learn from that past mistake. Why does our brain let us believe that there will be a forever in something that changed? People always put their 2 cents in and give their advice from what they learned in their past experiences, and those are good things to learn from people, but every person is their own and they learn from their mistakes a different way than that person who gave them that advice. It could work for you, but it's always good to have your own steps to get over that person. We will all need our own time and space to grow and learn from those, and there is that time and space. You just have to make sure you give it to yourself. But our human brain has led us to believe that that human interaction and it leaving us is a huge, huge impact, and that it needs to shut down and give up. But you have to be stronger than what your body is telling you, because there's always growth from any situation. When you lose a relationship, it's always good to centralize yourself and let yourself know that it will be okay at the end of the day. It isn't good to lose the perception that you've had of yourself before that relationship, because you can always grow from it. You just need to get in that headspace sooner or later. The feeling of emptiness that you might overcome is the lack of identity that you just lost, because your brain was so used to that person being in your life. There quite literally might be a hole in your life that you might not want to fill at that moment. Yes, it's good to learn from that and grow, but you might want to vent to a new person who you didn't vent to before, but you need to come to yourself and think about everything just to yourself so that you can truly overcome it by yourself to become a better person. So I'm going to be sharing the 5 steps of grievance that I've learned over my past 17 years of life, that I've learned from any situation, basically. Step 1 is denial. You'll just completely shut down. You'll want to avoid the topic at all costs, because who would want to lose anyone? Step 2 is anger. It is a very simple stage. It pretty much tells itself you'll be angry at everything and anything for a while. Whether it be a bad outcome at a school or work, but you just have to come to yourself at the end of the day and tell yourself that this is just the way that your brain is overcoming your loss of that someone that you loved. That stage will truly make yourself a better person because you'll learn the most in that stage. Step 3 is bargaining. You'll want them to be back in your life eventually, but you need to know if they left for a reason, and that you should never beg someone to be in your life, because if they don't need you, you don't need them. Step 4, you may feel down in the dumps for a really long time. This is your brain starting to finally realize what you're going through, and it's starting to finally realize that a change will need to happen soon. You're going to start letting go of everything and realize that there will be a brighter future at the end of this. And finally, step 5, acceptance. This is when you finally realize that moving on is the best thing for you. There are better things on the horizon, and you found the horizon finally. You don't need them. They don't need you. They're in the past. Don't think about them. Everyone will go through those stages completely different. It'll take a long time for some and very short for others. It depends on how bad that person broke your heart. If you were friends for your whole life, maybe you were friends in kindergarten and now it's the end of high school and they just decided that they were done, that's very heartbreaking and it'll take a long time. But if you were in a relationship for 3 months, you might be able to bounce back from that right away and just realize that they were a learning obstacle and you can do better things in your life. Those 5 steps are very down in the dumps, degrading, but in the end it's the most extremely rewarding process that you'll ever go through. Time is a beautiful thing. It'll slow down or speed up when you need it and when you don't need it. I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, and you'll just have to trust the process. Every day may not be a good day, but there's always something good in every day. And everyone needs to live by that, because that will get you through almost anything. To my conclusion, you just need to trust the process. It may be a long process, but you'll love the end result because it is very rewarding. Just remember, don't let anyone change you and always be yourself.